generation that has come to Mexico in early 1924, escaping from the Tsar and the Russian Revolution and the First World War. I have always put in front of me the wonderful experience of my family, that when they were thinking that they were coming to the United States, when they took this boat, they end up in Mexico, in Veracruz. The boat got diverted. Well, I cannot start this by thanking with all my heart to Gil, to David, to Roberto, to Travis, to so many people here that I have found once again that networking and meeting people is what I enjoy the most. And I remember one day when I started in the U.S.-Mexico Chamber of Commerce in 1993, it was the subject about NAFTA going on very, very strong. And I was able to participate in what we call the Cuarto de Alado, which was the consultant entity of the private entrepreneurs that helped the government to write the NAFTA treaty. And I never thought that NAFTA was going to be one of the most important channels with the United States to try and diminish what is being said in a book that you probably heard that is called Distant Neighbors. This book states that we are so close, but we are so far of knowing each other that it is something that we have to try and fix throughout the history of these two big nations. When I come here, the first thing that I find is that Roberto invited me to Bella Vista to have dinner last night, and I found that the arroz, the rice, and the chile relleno is as good as the one that my grandmother, when he came from Russia, had to understand how to do it and do it good, and it tastes exactly the same. I got my goosebumps. And so the meal and my emotion run together. And that's what I feel it's all about. The enthusiasm and the emotion has to run in your life, no matter if you are young or you are old, no matter if you are in business or you are doing some good stuff for the humanity that doesn't build out any profits. It's the same thing. As long as you are emotionally driven, you will make the time that you invest the best time in your life. And believe me, being here with you all represents one of my best times, and it compares to the times that I had other opportunities to convey a little bit of what my family has in the back of me, and what in my short time in life. That doesn't mean that I'm young. I'm 62 years old and I have 5 grandchildren, but life has been very good to me because life has given me the guts to confront adversity. And I think that in the adversity comes the knowledge, comes the real being able to survive in any of the environments, okay? And adversity doesn't need to be fighting, doesn't need to be a war. Adversity is when you feel that you want to do a new thing for the first time. Whenever you wake up and you say, I'm going to do this for the first time in my life, you're going to find a learning curve and you are going to have to deal with adversity. And if you don't do that time over time and enough times in your life, you lose the sense of dealing with adversity.